Some artists chase attention. Others, well, they just attract it. They don't rush the moment they define it. Their voice doesn't beg you to listen. It invites you to stay. This is the story of a voice like that, from the heart of Nigeria to the soul of Britain, and into the ears of the entire world. This is the story of Sade, the most elegant voice in modern music, and one of the most mysterious global icons of all time. Sade was born Helen Folasade Adu on January 16, 1959, in Ibadan, Nigeria. Her father was Nigerian, a university lecturer in economics, and her mother was English, a district nurse. This blend of cultures became the quiet foundation of her identity. At the age of 4, following her parents' separation, Sade moved with her mother and older brother to England. She grew up between two worlds, navigating her African heritage within a distinctly British culture. This dual identity wasn't a conflict for her, it was a quiet strength, a unique perspective that would later infuse her art with an unparalleled depth. Growing up, Sade wasn't the outgoing, spotlight-seeking child you might imagine. She was shy, reserved, and incredibly observant. She spent her time listening to soul music legends like Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway, absorbing the emotion and nuance in their voices. But she had something rare, an emotional intelligence and a profound depth that even she might not have fully understood at the time. Music wasn't her first calling. In fact, her initial passion was fashion. She enrolled at the prestigious St. Martin's School of Art in London to study fashion design. She even started a small menswear line with a friend. Life, however, often has a way of redirecting our purpose when we least expect it. While at art school, a couple of friends who had a band asked her to help out with some vocals. She was hesitant at first, believing her voice wasn't strong enough, but she agreed to try. She started singing backing vocals, softly at first, then with a growing, quiet confidence. There was nothing flashy or over the top about her voice. It wasn't about powerful belts or vocal acrobatics, and that's precisely what made it so captivating. It was smooth, controlled, and deeply intimate. It was a voice that didn't shout for attention but whispered, drawing you in closer. In the early 1980s, this quiet power led her to form her own band, a group of musicians she'd met along the way. They decided to name the band after her, Sade. Their sound was something else entirely. It defied easy categorization. It wasn't strictly pop, it wasn't pure jazz, and it wasn't just soul. It was a sophisticated fusion of all three, with a touch of Latin rhythm and a cool, minimalist aesthetic. It was music for late nights, for quiet moments, for deep reflection. It was the sound of elegance itself. In 1984, the band released their debut album, Diamond Life. The world wasn't quite ready for it, but it was about to be mesmerized. And then came the song that stopped everyone in their tracks, Smooth Operator, that cool bass line, the sultry saxophone, and that voice, a voice that dripped with calm confidence and quiet seduction. The song was a global phenomenon. Sade wasn't chasing the charts. The charts were desperately trying to keep up with her. Diamond Life became one of the best-selling debut albums of the decade, cementing Sade as a new kind of superstar. What followed was a masterclass in consistency and quality. Album after album, Sade and her band delivered timeless classics. Promise gave us the sweetest Taboo and Is It a Crime? Songs that explore the highs and lows of love with breathtaking honesty. Then came Stronger Than Pride, and later, the masterpiece Love Deluxe, which featured the hauntingly beautiful No Ordinary Love. These weren't just hits, they were anthems. Her music crossed every imaginable boundary, race, gender, and generations. Everyone, from your parents to your coolest friends, had a Sade album. But here's what made Sade truly different. In an industry that demands constant visibility, she chose silence. Between albums, she would disappear for years at a time. No reality shows, no endless promotional tours, no scandals splashed across the tabloids. She simply lived her life, raising her child and protecting her peace. This wasn't a marketing gimmick. It was a genuine need for privacy. She let the music speak for itself, creating an aura of mystery that only amplified her legend. The more she withdrew, the more the world seemed to crave her. Though she became a quintessential British icon, Sade never lost touch with her Nigerian heritage. Her name, Fola Sade, means honor confers a crown. Her poise, her grace, her quiet, unshakable strength, these qualities are deeply rooted in her African identity. She became one of the most successful British Nigerian artists in history, selling over 75 million records worldwide and proving that your roots are a source of power. Her influence is immeasurable. Artists across every genre and generation, from Beyoncé and Drake to Frank Ocean, have cited Sade as a major inspiration. They don't look to her for the latest trends, but for something far more valuable: taste, restraint, and authenticity. She's won multiple Grammy Awards, Brit Awards, and received Lifetime Achievement honors. But honestly, numbers and trophies feel inadequate when trying to capture her legacy. Sade's true legacy is found in the silence between the notes, in the space she creates for the listener to feel. She proved that you don't need to be loud to be heard, and you certainly don't need to be loud to be legendary. She represents a rare combination of qualities: grace without arrogance, mystery without distance, and power without noise. She doesn't perform for the moment. She creates music that feels like it will last forever. That's why, decades later, her songs still sound as fresh and relevant as the day they were released. Sade isn't just an artist. She's a feeling. She's a mood. She's the standard for timeless cool. If this story resonated with you, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I really want to know what you think, so drop a comment below. Is Sade the most timeless female artist of all time? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.